What's up, boys? We're back with another one. Today, I just want to talk about inertia. A lot of people think that things are difficult or that things are a lot harder than they actually are. Take just the gym. A lot of people say, oh, I can't do that. I don't have a routine. It takes too much time. I'm too busy, etc., etc., etc. What they're basically saying is that my inertia is right here. I haven't worked out much in my life. And so taking the step from going from here to here is massive for me. And there's mental inertia, which comes in the form of excuses and resistance. So the next time you feel like you want to do something, but a million excuses come in your head, ask yourself, literally go through every single excuse to its logical extreme. And if you do, you'll see that 99 times out of 100, that is simply a mental excuse resulting from inertia. Your body does not want to start doing things that it hasn't done before. We don't like change. We don't like having to start new things because, as we'll reference in chemistry, I guess today, there's something called activation energy. Basically, activation energy is the energy that you need to get a reaction going. So it doesn't matter if you have all the prerequisite things in a chemical formula or all the different things you need for a reaction or for an experiment. If basically you don't have the correct activation energy, then it just won't start. You need that tiny bit of momentum, that tiny little push to get the reaction going. So what this means for you is that basically you need the activation energy to start pretty much any new endeavor in your life or pretty much any new habit. And it's going to be hard. There's going to be some resistance because that's just how the body works. That's how we work. It can be hard starting a new thing. It can be hard starting a new habit, especially if it's something pretty constructive to your life. And so know that you're going to have resistance to it. You're going to have mental inertia because your body wants to stay here. An object at rest wants to stay at rest. Your habits want to stay at rest. Your mindset, it wants to stay at rest. You have to be the activation energy to slowly move yourself over to this side of the equation to where now you're in motion and you don't want to stop going in motion. Because inertia, it'll either work against you or it'll work for you. There's no middle ground, right? You can't be stuck. It's either working against you or it's working for you. There's no middle ground, right? So once you realize this, then all you have to do is simply apply some activation energy. Apply it for a couple weeks, something like that. Nothing crazy. But once you start applying this activation energy, you slowly keep on moving. You're starting from rest, and this activation energy, this motivation, this you simply sticking to it even when you don't want to, it'll slowly take you here, and it'll slowly take you here. And now, before you know it, the inertia is working for you, and now you can't stop doing that activity. Perfect example is me in the gym. When I first started, it was a little bit hard for me. I was always active, but specifically with weightlifting, I had a ton of excuses. Oh, I don't know which program to do. I don't know exactly how to do it. I'm weak. I don't want to look stupid in the gym, etc., etc. It's just inertia. I'm at rest. I haven't worked out before, at least lifting, and I want to keep at rest because that's just how we are. We don't like change, bro. But over time, when I just started going to the gym more and more, and my friends, for example, were a great inspiration for me because they forced me to go to the gym basically. They would clown me all the time if I didn't go lift with them. So they basically acted as the activation energy. And after a certain point, after say a month or two, I started seeing a little bit of results. I started seeing some gains. I started seeing, wow, this is actually really, really nice. This is actually really beneficial for me. And so I moved from here to where I didn't want to do anything, the inertia, and where you have mental resistance and tons of excuses, which again are just inertia manifest in your mental processes. So with the activation energy of my friends and me disciplining myself and just sticking with it for a little bit, I went here, 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 and now lifting for me is something that I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I literally cannot stop lifting. If you ask my friends, I'll say that I'll literally go crazy. Just 2 days of not lifting. They'll say that this man it's like he's addicted to it, right? I'm now on the other side of the inertia equation. Now inertia is working for me. I'm in motion, and so I want to stay in motion. Again, there's no difference between these two things aside from me not being in motion and here me being in motion. There's nothing major that changed about me. It's not like I had some major epiphany or I underwent some magical transformation. It's just laws of physics. You want to stay at rest because you're at rest, and you want to keep going because you're already going. Don't overcomplicate these things. We sometimes, with our wonderful, wonderful brains, which don't get me wrong, thinking is a great thing. Being able to plan is amazing. It helps you so much. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't think, but what I am saying is that sometimes we overcomplicate things that are actually just really simple, almost laws of physics, into mental processes, and we attach our rationalizations and our intellectualizations. See, I can't even say the words. That's how dumb they are. I can't even say them. We attach so many things with our brain to things that are actually just laws of physics. And obviously not everything. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can boil everything down to laws of physics. Maybe you can. But you get what I'm saying, right? Sometimes there's very, 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 very simple explanations to why we don't do things or why we do things. And at least in a lot of instances with habits and all that, it's literally just inertia. If you're at rest, your body wants to stay at rest, habit-wise, emotional-wise, mindset-wise, etc. And if you're in motion, you want to keep in motion. This applies with addictions. Like, obviously there's more like components to addictions, but you get what I'm saying, right? So again, all those mental processes, all those excuses, all that mental resistance, it's just your inertia talking to you. So don't listen to it, because it's just your inertia talking. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing special about me going to the gym all the time. It's just my inertia talking. So don't get caught up in the sauce. Don't lose your head. Literally, just look at it as inertia. Every time you have that weird mental resistance that's telling you some random bullshit, literally just see it as a gift. Because all it's telling you is that you just have some inertia that you need to convert to the other side of the equation. And then once you do convert it to the other side of the equation, and things get really spicy. Because now inertia is working for you, and now you do these things automatically, just autopilot, and you don't even have to worry about it, because you've already gotten the activation energy, and the reaction is going to keep on taking place. So it's a gift, genuinely. See all that mental resistance as simply a manifestation of your inertia being stuck here. And it'll be a little bit hard. It might take some time. It might take a month or two, something like that. But at a certain point, you'll get here, and now inertia is working for you. That's it. I'll see you in the next one.